Hey nail girlies, I'm so excited for today's video. It is going to be this beautiful, beautiful Valentine's Day nail set. If you guys are interested in how to create this super easy Valentine's Day nail set at home, please keep on watching. For anyone who is interested in nail content, I do post every other week, so definitely hit subscribe right now. For anyone who has been rocking with me for a minute now, thank you so much for all the love and support you guys always show me. And let's get into today's tutorial. Let's get right into today's video. So as you guys can see here, this is what my nails look like before, and then I did off of camera go ahead and add my step 1 and step 2 from Apress. I did also add my nail glue. This one you guys already know is my tried and true nail glue. I definitely recommend it to anybody. It is in my Amazon storefront if you guys want to check out the links down below. Now these are today's nail tips. They are an almond shaped nail tip. I love how almond shaped nails look on me, so that's why I went ahead and did today's nails with these tips. I love how my nails turned out today. You guys let me know if you guys are going to be doing a Valentine's Day nail theme nail set for yourselves, or if you guys go and get them done and get Valentine's Day nails. Please let me know in the comments down below. I want to know if I'm like the only one, if there's only a few of us, or like a bunch of us nail girlies do this. I remember going to the nail salon back in the day when I was a lot younger, like in high school, out of high school, college. I would go and get my nails done, and I would ask for like one nail with like a design and stuff. So let me know in the comments down below. Now I did size all of my nails with you guys, and then once I did find the nail size for every single nail, I did go in with a little bit of 100% acetone. So I definitely recommend you guys to do this at home. You want to roughen up the inside of your nail tip, so whether that is with the acetone or with your nail drill, you do want to go in and just roughen this up to make sure that when you do add your nail glue onto the tip and add it onto your nail, it does have something to grip onto, and it grips on nicely, and you can go ahead and apply every single nail like this. I love not skipping this step because I feel like it makes the nails last a lot longer. So it's up to you guys, but I definitely recommend either doing the nail drill or the acetone to roughen up the inside of the tip. And you basically only have to do it onto the part where you're going to be adding your natural nail onto. You don't have to do it onto the entire like tip. But once I was done with that, I did go in with a little bit of this glue. You guys already know this is the glue that I applied onto my nail, and then this is the glue that I used to apply the nail tip onto my nail. So that's what I'm doing here, is just applying a very small amount towards the end of the nail, and then just pressing it down and bringing it up towards onto the entire nail. So that's what I'm doing here, is just repeating this step and just applying glue, putting it onto my nail, and then just pressing it down and bringing that glue up. If you guys do need more glue, definitely just go back in, add more glue, and then that's it. I feel like the more you do this, the more you get used to about how much glue to apply onto the nail tip for each single nail. You just kind of get used to it and kind of eyeball it a little bit better every time. But once I was done applying all of my nail tips, I did go in with my nail drill, and I did file all of my nails, making sure I blended them all in together, making sure I roughened up the entire nail. And then I did go in with a little bit of alcohol and this little brush just to make sure I took out any dust or anything that might have been left on the nail. I wanted it to be very clean for when I did apply the base coat, which this is the base coat I'm using today. But I definitely, like I said, you want to make sure that it's very clean. There's nothing under there, so when you do apply the base coat, it doesn't have little crumbs of like dust in there, and then you can see that on your nail. So definitely make sure you clean off everything off of your nails, and then go in with a little bit of base coat. You can go in with any base coat you guys have at home. Honestly, I feel like they all do the same job, so definitely any base coat you guys have at home, just a very thin layer. And then for me personally today, I'm going to be using this NKK rubber base gel. I am going in with the peachy blossom color. You guys already know I'm obsessed with this color. And to start off, I just go in with a very thin layer of this. I apply it onto the entire nail tip. I am doing that here, just a very thin layer on the entire nail. And then once I'm done with that, you do not cure it. Again, do not cure it. Then you bring a big dot of this rubber base coat onto the nail, but you apply it the closest you can to your cuticle area. because you want to create a bit of an apex here, and then the closer you get to the nail tip, the thinner and thinner you make this. So again, you want to create an apex close to the cuticle and then thin it out the closer you get to the edge. And that's basically it, you guys. I love using this nude color. I feel like it goes with everything. If you guys are looking for good nude colors, definitely check out NKK. If you guys have any other websites or any other brand you guys want me to try for nude rubber based coats, let me know in the comments down below. I definitely want to try different ones. Now for my pinky finger and my thumb, I did do a very thin layer of this. I did not want to add any thickness and I was not going to keep it nude. I just needed a thin layer onto my nails because I needed it just to be a little bit darker than the clear. As you guys can see, my 3 nails in the middle were darker and my other ones were thinner, again because I did different steps on each of the nails. Now moving on to the colors I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using this pink color and this red from Beetles. I am going to be going in and creating French tip nails. So as you guys can see here, I am going in on the side of the nail and bringing it up towards the tip of the nail, and that's how you start creating a smile line. So that's what I'm doing here, is just adding from the side to the top and just making sure I create a smile line. Again, the smile line, it will start off closer to the tip, but the thicker you want it, the more you could bring it down. So that's what I'm doing right there, as you guys can see, bringing that smile line down because I wanted a thicker French tip rather than a thinner one. So that's what I'm doing here, just shading in everything with that pink. And then once I was done with that, I did cure it for about 60 seconds. Then with my pink color here, I am going to be taking this and my dotting tool and just making 2 little dots next to each other, attaching them in the middle side by side together. And then I am going to be bringing this out on the sides, out but like upwards a little bit. This is going to be creating lips today. So this is lip nail art, super easy, beginner friendly. I promise you, you guys can create this at home, super easy. So now underneath that, I am just taking the dotting tool and just kind of creating a bit of a line, but not too long of a line. And then with my liner brush, I'm bringing this line out and up, but not as much as the top line, if that makes any sense. You just kind of want to make that bottom lip. So if you guys, I don't know, I hope you guys can see it a lot more than I hope it makes more sense seeing it than me explaining it, but it's super easy. Honestly, I really enjoy doing lips. I couldn't wait for Valentine's Day because I remember last year I got the hang of how to do these lips. Super easy. Again, 2 little dots, you join them together in the middle, and then you bring out and up the sides to create that top lip. And then at the bottom, you're going to go in afterwards with the dotting tool and just kind of create a little bit of a line underneath for the thickness of the middle of the bottom lip. So that's what you do there. And then with the liner brush, you just bring it up and out. And that's basically it, you guys. I feel like today's nail set looks kind of extra and kind of hard, but I promise you guys, it's very beginner friendly. This is like Gelix nail tutorial for beginners, honestly. And then once I was happy with those lips, I did add another one off of camera. But after this, I did go in and just add little dots on the side. I just wanted to tie everything together. This will all make sense in the next nail you guys will see right now. Now for this nail, I did go in and do another French tip, but this French tip is going to be red. And I want to match it to the last French tip I did. So again, I start on the sides and start creating like this smile line. This smile line here is very thin. So you guys are going to see me bring this red down and just create thickness with this red. And yeah, you guys, I feel like French tip is very easy. I do have a tutorial coming up. I have had a few suggestions, so you guys stay tuned for next tutorial. I'm going to be going more into detail, more into the nail set, so you guys just stay tuned, subscribe so you guys can go ahead and get notified as soon as I upload that nail tutorial. But definitely stay tuned for my next tutorial. I feel like it's going to be a very good one. Now this here, as you guys can see, I'm just finishing up, just bringing this in. I did speed it up, but not too much. I wanted you guys to see kind of realistically how long it takes to do a French tip. Now in the center of this nail, I am going to be drawing a little bow. So that's what I'm doing here, is just kind of creating like a triangle and then rounding it out at the edges, and bring, again, for this one as well, just kind of creating a triangle. It kind of looks like a little fish, a drawing of a fish. But to kind of make it more into a bow, the outside of the bow, you want to make it thicker. So that's what I'm doing right there. I'm adding thickness, but the center of it I'm not. So there I'm adding thickness, but on the sides and towards the center I want to keep it thinner. Again, there I'm adding thickness right there on the sides, but not in the middle. And then once I'm happy with that, I did go in with a little bit more of gel polish on my liner brush and just did two little like ribbons coming down. You guys can go ahead and make those as long as you want, one longer, one shorter, it's up to you guys. But I really love these nails. I've been getting a lot of compliments, and I just keep looking at them like, oh my god, they're so pretty, and the colors are so nice. Now for the rest of this nail, on the French tip, I did do little dots. I did pink dots on there, and like I told you guys in like the last nail, if I felt like the little dots just brought everything together. It tied all the nails together. It just made them all kind of just make sense. So now for this ring finger, I am kind of basically just matching it to my pointer finger. So I am doing a pink French tip, as you guys see here. And again, I'm just trying to match it to the pointer finger as much as possible, making the pink as thick as the pointer finger, and just matching it and making a French tip there. You guys, let me know in the comments down below what you guys normally do for Valentine's Day, what you guys have planned for this Valentine's Day. If you guys are going to be getting surprised, if you guys are going to be surprising anybody, let me know in the comments down below. I want to know. Now for this finger here, I am going to be doing two little dots because I'm going to be creating little hearts. So with these two little dots, you want to join them together at the bottom, kind of creating a V. And that's literally how you create a heart. You do two dots and attach them together towards the center at the bottom and just kind of create a V, if that makes any sense. I feel like it makes a lot more sense if you guys see it. So that's what I'm doing here, is just two dots, creating a V at the bottom, connecting it, and that creates a heart. You guys are going to see this again one more time for me right now. I did do two hearts on here with you guys, and then the third one I did off of camera. But here you guys can see it again, two dots and then a V at the bottom to attach it. And that's basically it, you guys. I love today's nail art. I feel like it's super easy Valentine's Day nail art. Anybody can follow at home. And if you guys can't, just honestly just replay it and just keep watching it. I feel like it makes a lot more sense if you see it than just hear it. Now to finish up this nail, I did go in and just add little dots on it as well, just to tie it all in together. And with this red gel polish, I am going in and I'm just applying it onto the entire nail. I am going to be doing this onto the pinky finger and the thumb. So if you guys want a darker red, you guys could definitely do 2 layers of the gel polish at home. Me personally, I was happy with just 1 layer. I feel like this gel polish is dark enough. It has enough pigment to where 1 coat was perfect for me. So that's what I did here. I did go ahead and clean up the sides very good, because you definitely don't want to cure any of this gel polish on your skin. But once I was done with that, I did cure it under the lamp for about 60 seconds, and then I did go in with my pink gel polish and did little dots all over the nail. I did start by just adding dots down the middle and then on the sides. I feel like if you add it down the middle first, it kind of gives you an idea of where everything else is gonna go. So that's what I'm doing here, is just finishing up and just adding a bunch of dots all over the nail. I literally repeated this step onto the thumb the exact same way, so I went ahead and just did that off of camera to finish off today's nail set. After that, I did take some top coat and I top coated all of the nails. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day. Tag me on your nail sets. Let me know if you guys are going to be doing Valentine's Day nail sets also. Please let me know in the comments down below. But that's basically it. I added top coat onto all of my nails. I cured it under the lamp for about 60 seconds. I definitely recommend this top coat if you guys don't want to add thickness onto your nail. You guys check out my Amazon storefront. I have a bunch of of the products that I use on there. If you guys ever are interested in any of the things that I use, check the links down below. I do tag everything that I do use on there. But that was basically it, you guys. Just top coat every single nail, top coat it with whatever top coat you guys love at home. If you guys don't have this one, definitely any top coat that you guys have at home, use that. And then cure it, like I said, for about 60 seconds. You definitely don't want this to cure and wrinkle on you, so just cure it completely. And then I did go in with a little bit of cuticle oil. I added it onto all of my fingers to bring my hands back to life, because they get very, very dry with all the products that I use on my hands. So I'm just going ahead and just applying this all over my hands. And this is what today's nail set looks like. Please give me a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed today's nail content. If you guys love today's nail video, please subscribe. I promise you I bring you nail content every other week. I love you guys so much. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of today's nail set. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys in my next nail video. Love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you guys. Bye.